So let's jump right in. Have you guys heard of something called delayed mirroring in the twin flame journey? I can't believe I'm just finding out about this. And I've been on this journey for quite some time, and I've done so much research about this whole idea of twin flames from the ancient teachings and archetypes to more new age modern studies. I mean, all over. Like I am not a novice in this at all. And I have never heard of delayed mirroring. So essentially, we all know about twin flame mirroring in the beginning, right? Like mirroring wounds to each other. Your twin is the reflection of your subconscious shadows. Anything that's hiding in your subconscious, any triggers, wounds, core beliefs that are limiting, your twin is going to show that back to you. So, example, you have a core belief of abandonment, being rejected. Even though your twin loves you, this is where you'll still see behaviors like ghosting, running away, avoiding you, not wanting to talk to you, being silent, not telling you how they really feel, or even emotionally pulling away from you. Maybe talking to you, but being very platonic or keeping it very short and sweet, not opening up and truly telling you how they feel about you, what they think about you. Okay. And um, I'll give you one more example, but I think we pretty much know the beginning mirroring. But another example would be, let's switch it up this time. Let's say the divine masculine has a core wound of not being good enough or not being chosen. Okay. The divine feminine may end up taking on a soulmate or a karmic partner in the middle of the twin flame journey. Or lots of times, it the journey actually starts with one or both of them being in another relationship. So this can look like the divine masculine feeling like, well, I will never be chosen. I'm not good enough for her to leave her partner for me. And even though she may 100% want to leave her partner, because she's also dealing with her mirrored wounds and she's scared, she may latch on to that partner even tighter because she feels like her twin is abandoning her. So, do you see how each twin is really facing what's in their subconscious, but it looks like it's coming from the other twin and it hurts so, 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 so bad? So, that is the mirroring that we're all used to. Now, once you start doing your shadow work, you begin healing, you have a lot less of those core wounds. Well, your twin isn't going to continue to be just a mirror for your wounds because you're healing. You don't have that many wounds anymore, if any. And that's not to say you're 100% completely healed. You have nothing to heal. It just means you're able to do your own healing consciously. You're able to dig into your subconscious and bring things up that need to be healed. You no longer need your twin to be that mirror because you're actively participating voluntarily in your own healing and integration. You are whole within yourself. So, now your twin becomes not just a mirror for your wounds, but a mirror for your healing. And when this happens, I guess the timing slows down. Now, what I was reading this can actually like tie to quantum physics and how particles behave. But I need to do more research in that before I talk about it. I just was so excited about this concept. I wanted to make a video right away to ask you guys, have you heard about this? I would love for you to tell me in the comments if you have any other information on this, because I'm going to do a deep dive. So, anyway, I guess in the later stages of the twin flame journey, after a lot of maturation has happened with both flames, the timing of the mirroring slows down. So, here's an example of that. You can be doing a lot of work around choosing yourself. So, I have this affirmation. I'll say, I'm already chosen. I am love. Love will always find me. And I was doing this really, really heavy. I want to say 2 days ago. Okay. And sometimes I do energetic check ins, with my twin to just see what's going on, to just say hi, tell him I love him, I'm thinking about him. It's no more really about like trying to dig and figure out what he's doing as much as it's about just doing the communion with him. So at the time, at the time that I was doing these affirmations and I was doing this work, he was still very much in healing the hurt phase. He was still very much wounded from the things that are going on in his life, and he was actively healing that. So now, 2 days later, my energy has shifted. I'm still doing those affirmations, but my energy has shifted from this very like self love, self fulfillment type of vibe to being extremely aroused and sexual. And it felt primal in a way. And it didn't feel like my Kundalini energy because I'm very in tune with that. It just felt like a deep desire for pleasure. And as I was communing with my twin, because I'm like, are you feeling this? Are you thinking about this? Talking with him telepathically. His energy was in the Nine of Cups, self love, deeply reflective on his love for me, his growing love for himself and choosing himself. And I was like, that's interesting. So you're not really feeling any arousal energy. And, I read tarot, so I wasn't getting very many wand cards. Like the Queen of Wands did come out. That's how he sees me, but that's been since day one. That's just kind of, one of our cards. I know that that's just a way that he sees me. But not very many other wand cards are coming out. They were all cups, two of cups, king of cups, nine of cups, the lovers, six of cups. And I'm just like, this is interesting because I'm having like wand after wand after wand after wand over here. And then it hit me. Wow, just 2 days ago, I was actually going through this whole emotional feeling, like very emotional, very in love feeling, self love and twin love. So it means because we used to have instantaneous mirroring, like we talked about, that mirroring of each other's wounds. Yeah, that's instant. And you can begin spiraling really quick. That's usually why separation happens, because you have just as much fear as you do love in the beginning. But then things start slowing down. I find this so fascinating because it's like the divine feminine, and I'm assuming the divine feminine is the one going first because that's how it usually goes. But maybe at this later stage, maybe they can take turns. Maybe post reunion as well, they'll be more taking turns with who goes first. But even if it's the divine feminine, she's setting the tone. Hypothetically, let's just stick with that scenario. She's setting the tone, and in a day or two, he's experiencing what she's experienced, and then she goes on to the next thing, and then he will go on to the next thing. And I still have to research. I don't have this all figured out, but I find it fascinating because this allows for there to be a better open channel when you are talking with your twin. Because you're not feeling the same exact things at the same exact moment, at the same exact level of intensity, it's probably so much easier to communicate with one another. And even if one of the twins isn't feeling, exactly what you're feeling in that moment, they can think about what you've said and really sit and digest that for 24 to 48, maybe even 72 hours. And then it's like the epiphany hits, the realization hits, the emotions will come along with the understanding. And then they'll be able to mirror back to you what you were saying. Do you see how that could just create so much understanding and cohesion within your relationship? No more of that, like, oh, you secretly feel abandoned, so I'm going to show you that abandonment and we're going to abandon each other. And like, oh my God, it's so chaotic in the beginning, isn't it? It's so painful in the beginning. But as you get deeper and deeper and you do more and more healing, this is what starts to happen now. Now the healing is taking place. You're both doing your individual healing, but that shared um, energetic space it's like the divine comes in and gives it a pregnant pause so that your words have a chance to actually land and they can hear what you're saying. Because think about it, if you only merged all the time, no matter what, it would become exhausting. You would lose yourself because you would constantly be merged with your twin's energy. And once you're able to stand on your own and you don't need that instantaneous karmic mirror, then you can start embodying the wisdom that your twin brings from their healing journey. And when they say something to you or they're transmitting an idea or a frequency to you, it has a safe place to land in you so that you can really process it and really integrate it within your energy body, within your subconscious. And the shock doesn't just hit you all at once. You have time to think about it, process it, digest it, and then relay it back to them. So I'm interested to know what you guys think about this. Have you ever heard of it? Do you feel like I missed anything on this? Is there something you have to add? I think this is so interesting, and I will be doing other videos on this in the future. So that's all for now. I'll talk with you soon.